Hello, everyone. Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and here I am again with another Christmas song or Christmas-like song. It's Joni Mitchell. The song is River. I don't think I've heard it before, but I'm not positive. Of course, I've heard Joni Mitchell, great Canadian singer, musician, really popular in the day. Still very, very popular with a lot of Canadians, probably young and old, but especially a little bit on the older side who remember her from the early days at least. So if you haven't heard Joni Mitchell before, I think you'll likely enjoy this. And don't forget to check out the playlist for all the Christmas tunes I'll be putting up over a few days, starting on my real Christmas day and then up to normal people's Christmas day. Um, Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel a lot. Check below in the description for ways that you can donate to the channel. Buy me a coffee, PayPal donation if you want to help out a little bit more. Also, a link to the artist's channel will be there. So for any of the artists, you should find a link there to their channel if there's one available. There will be for Joni Mitchell, of course. All right, let's jump into the music. River. Love the piano.
It's coming on Christmas. They're cutting down trees. They're putting up reindeer and singing songs of joy and peace. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. But it don't snow here, it stays pretty green. I'm gonna make a lot of money, then I'm gonna quit this crazy scene. I wish I had a river I could skate away on.
Don't worry, I'm going to start over here. Beautiful the way they've done the video, sort of with drawings coming in. Reminds me of almost of a etch a sketch, thinking of Christmas time and childhood memories, I guess. Um, but also Joni's voice. I mean, once you've heard her voice and you know it's Joni, then whenever you hear it again, you know immediately it's Joni. That's the same with a lot of iconic singers, right? That you just you know that vo there's a special quality to that voice, and most of my favorite singers have a different voice, have something, and it's sometimes a great singer's voice, and sometimes it isn't, but there's some quality in a person's voice that I just really like, and Joni's is one of those. Um, and although I don't think I've heard this specific song, as soon as you hear her voice, it click, 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 brings back memories of other songs that she's done too. All right, beautiful lyrics as well. I won't be going through them separately, but you can hear most of them here. Hmm. Wow, beautiful.
It's coming on Christmas. They're cutting down trees. They're putting up reindeer and singing songs of joy and peace. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. But it don't snow here, it stays pretty green.
Hmm.
I'm gonna make a lot of money, then I'm gonna quit this crazy scene. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly. Oh, I wish I had a
Beautiful.
river I could skate away on. I made my baby cry.
Yikes. Hmm. Very pretty.
He tried hard to help me, he put me at ease, and he loved me so not he made me weak in the knees. Oh,
Hmm.
I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I'm so hard to handle. I'm selfish and I'm sad. Now I gone and lost the best baby that I ever had. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly.
Nice.
Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby say goodbye. It's coming on Christmas. They're cutting down trees.
Mm.
They're putting up reindeer, singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on.
Beautiful. That piano. Mm. Ooh, color. Beautiful splashes of color. River expresses regret at the end of a relationship, but it's also about being lonely at Christmas time. A Christmas song for people who are lonely at Christmas. We need a song like that. Yeah, exactly. We just go on and see the bar's not quite out, see if there's anything else, or if it's just letting the text stay. Yeah, it's just the text basically, and then there's a little more if you want to see all the credits. And I'm going to try and get that text back up. I was going to say within the song, and then I didn't want to stop again, so I was waiting to the end. The problem with my old brain is that sometimes it doesn't remember. It remembers 2 seconds after I stop recording what I meant to say, but it's, yeah, too late. Um, yeah, I was going to say I'm not sure if this is autobiographical or uh, partially because maybe when she left Canada, a big part of her career was in the States. I'm not sure whether she was in California or not, but something rings a bell in my head that she might have been, and so there wouldn't have been snow or ice to skate on anyway. Well, I'm sure they have skating rinks, but not a river, freezing over. So, and then leaving a relationship and everything for her career, because she said something about making a lot of money, and so a lot of Canadian artists. Did and still do, although now you can make a career in Canada, but for the for the big splash, let's say you go to the United States, a lot more people, a lot more buyers, and back in the day, probably a lot more production studios and things like that. So I wasn't sure if that was kind of what she was singing about. It might have been partially at least, but then here, she's expressed it herself that it's regret at the end of a relationship, which obviously that was in the song, but also about being lonely at Christmas time. Yeah, often at this time of year, holiday time, um, you have extra time. Whenever you have extra time, you have more time to think about any of your problems. So if you're lonely, if you're away from your family or friends or someone you loved at one time, or maybe still do, probably even harder. That's when you're really going to notice it. You have more time to notice it for one thing, because you probably have time off work or whatever. You're not as busy unless you're busy prepping for Christmas. So if you are alone, then yeah, it can be a really lonely time. I've talked about this a little bit in a couple other videos, I think, but um, being alone is not all that bad. I am a bit of a loner anyway, but also since my wife died, I've had to adjust even more. And it's okay. And if you need to, I think the best way to help yourself is to help other people. And you can do that in person, literally getting out there, or you can just do it by, donating money, food, clothes, whatever. There's a lot of people who need, especially right now with the inflation and all of the problems since the major COVID. I guess it's still around, but so those couple of years where everything got thrown out of whack and still hasn't come back. Um, so there's lots of ways that you can help other people, and by helping other people, you also make yourself feel better, and you also feel a bit of a part of a community. Even if you're not there in person, but of course you can do that too. There's food banks and other organizations that give a lot of help. And so I would just say, excuse me, try to join in if you can. Hey, you can subscribe here and join our community. It might not take away all your loneliness, but you never know. It might take away a little bit, and music can be very helpful too. So be sure to listen to the playlist. There are happy songs, sad songs, and everything in between on the Christmas playlist. A lot of Canadian artists, but a lot of other artists as well. I'm not even sure yet who or how many I'm putting on. I do have a list. Here's my regular book. I'm not sure if I'm holding this up right because I can't see myself when I'm recording on this new system. And here is my Christmas list, but that's not the whole thing. There are some on this side too. Uh, oh, and there's this one too. So that one fell off. But there will be a number of songs. So join in, be part of this community. It's a great little community, lots of nice people and comments, etc. Let me know what you think of this song. Let me know what you think of Joni Mitchell in general. What else you might like to hear from either from Joni or anyone else. You can go on the regular list, but that is long, so it does take me a while to get to it. If you want to bump up your request, check in the description. You'll see a way to do that. Also, a link to Joni's channel, so you can go and support her and subscribe and like videos there. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, just tap on that button. It doesn't hurt at all. And then at least for a little while, you'll see me in your algorithm, but that disappears quick. So it's no pain for you if you don't want to come back. But I sure hope you do and watch some other videos and other artists that maybe you haven't heard of before, because that's been a great thing. If you are feeling lonely at Christmas time, like I say, try to do something for other people. Try to get a hold of someone either by phone or FaceTime. I don't really use FaceTime, but I've heard of it. I do use Zoom a lot for my teaching, but you can also use that to get a hold of family and friends, or find a community that can help you feel better, and also learn that alone time is great. There's books, there's music, there's lots of things to do, and even writing a journal can be very, very helpful, or writing some stories, even if they're just for yourself. It can be really helpful. I find that incredibly helpful, and you can check out some of my published stories that I wrote many, many years ago below, but I am still writing too. So, all right, I think I've rambled on far too long. It is Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Keep listening, keep having fun. Have a very happy holiday and a happy new year too. Bye bye for now.